Hey everyone, it's Hidesh, back with another how to read Japanese video. So in the previous video, we've learned three types of Japanese characters. So in this video, we're going to learn how these two kinds of characters, Hiragana and Katakana, were made. And actually, they were made from kanji. So after Chinese character came to Japan, I guess Japanese people thought kanjis are too complex. It takes too much time to write them. So that's why they made hiragana and katakana that only conveys a specific sounds. And we learned that they are made somewhere around the 9th or the 10th century in old Japan. So let's see how they were made. So for example, I'm going to show you two letters, one hiragana and one katakana, as an example. Okay, this is one of hiragana, and this is one of katakana. And actually, these are both pronounced as ah, and this one too, ah. So, as I said in the previous video, these two letters are a pair. Okay. So, and first of all, a hiragana is made by making a kanji to a cursive style. So in this case, there's this kanji. And actually, we read this in Japan as an. So you can see the sound is very similar between an and a. So this kanji is the origin of this hiragana. And I'm going to show you how it's made to cursive style. So let's start with the first kanji here. It's an, but then like that, and then like that, like that. So finally, yeah. So we can get this hiragana, which only has the sound of ah, okay? Now let's move on to katakana. Katakana is not made from cursive style. In case of ah, it originated from this kanji. And in Japanese, we read this kanji as ah. So it's exactly the same, right? And when we make a katakana from a kanji, what we do is we pick up only one part of it. So in this case, they picked up this part and this part. So, you know, it goes like this. And they made a little bit of change to the shape and finally became this shape. And that is katakana. Ah, okay? Well, in this case, the corresponding katakana and hiragana were made from different kanjis, but in some cases, they're made from one. So let me show you the example. Okay, this hiragana and this katakana are both read as ho. All right? And actually, they are both made from this kanji. And in Japanese, we read this one as ho too. So, you know, the sound is pretty similar, and that's why it's made from this kanji. So let's see how it was made. First of all, hiragana is made from a cursive style of this kanji. So let's start with this kanji. Then it goes like Yeah, so finally it became ho. And katakana, yeah, it's made from only one part of the kanji. Yeah, you know that, right? So if you take a look at the kanji here, you can find, yeah, this part. So only this part, and they change a little bit in this case. Well, sometimes they change, sometimes they don't, but in this case, there's a change. So this is ho, katakana, all right? So these are how they're made. And how many hiraganas and katakanas do we have? Well, as I've said in the previous video, it represents a sound that is composed with a consonant and a vowel. So the number is more than that of alphabet. Actually, we learned that it's more than 50, and katakana too, more than 50. They are always paired, so in total, it's over 100. So you're going to have to learn all of them. And as I've said in the previous video, we choose from hiragana and katakana which to use in a sentence, depending on how the usage is. Basically, we use hiragana. I mean, all Japanese original words should be written in hiragana. So the mainly used one is hiragana, but katakana is used when we want to emphasize a specific word. That's one thing. And second of all, we use it when we write down a word that came from abroad. So, for example, there's this English word, video. And this English can be understood by most of Japanese because in Japanese too, we have this word, but it's a little bit changed from this one to like this. If we write it in Roman alphabet, video, that's how we pronounce in Japanese. And how we write this is like this. And of course, you don't know these letters yet, but basically, it's katakana. And if we were to write it in hiragana, it'll be like this. But we never do this. All foreign words should be written in katakana. And other than that, we use katakana when we imitate some sound or something, like the crying sound of an animal or something like that. And as what you can see from how they look, hiragana and katakana, hiragana has more of a round shape everywhere. See? But katakana has many straight lines and harsh sweep like this. So hiragana kind of conveys a feeling, something gentle, warm, soft, which fits the Japanese cultures. But if you use katakana intentionally for Japanese words, you can convey some feeling of harshness, strength, and also, as I've said, it's used to emphasize something, or as I've said, imitating sounds that are really harsh. Okay, now let's decide in what order we're going to learn in these videos. First of all, in my lessons, I'm going to start with katakana. All right? Well, the reason, for one, as you can see, as I've said, it is easier to write than hiragana is because it consists of mainly straight lines and a simple sweep, while hiragana has many curves in them. And another reason for that is, as I've said, it is used when we write down words that came from abroad, which means we use it to write down someone's name overseas. So if you want to write down your name with Japanese characters, what you have to learn is katakana. Yeah, so as I think you want to learn how to write your name in Japanese first, so I'm going to teach you katakana first. For example, if your name was, let's say, Eric, we change to Japanese sounds that are easier for Japanese to pronounce, and that will be in Roman alphabet eriku, and then we change it to katakana. So I want to make you all able to do this in time. So let's learn katakana first, and after that we go to hiragana, and finally we go to kanji. They're most difficult, but we're not going to see all the kanjis because there are thousands of. So after you learn hiragana and katakana, I'm going to teach you the kanjis that a Japanese first graders at elementary school learn. In Japan, we first learn kanji when they're in first grader. That means 5 or 6 years old. So before that, they don't even know about kanji. In first grade, we learned 80 easiest kanjis. In second, they learned 160. In third grade, 200. Fourth graders, 200. Fifth graders are 185, I guess. And sixth graders, 181. And well, junior high, they keep learning other kanjis. So how much in elementary school? 6 years. 246, 40, 1006, maybe. And what I'm going to teach you in this video is only these 80 kanjis, okay? So look forward to it. But be careful. What I'm going to show you in these videos are Japanese kanji, which means Japanese Chinese characters. You know, I told you in the previous video, Japanese horse and Chinese horse are different. Just as maybe alphabets vary among countries, like sometimes we have umlaut. You know, sometimes we see I don't know, but sometimes we see this one in France, I guess. Well, not exactly that, but always there's a difference, so be careful. All right, so that's all for this video, and we're going to start learning katakana in the next video. So please look forward to it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.